Welcome to Motorsport Coaching, the podcast for racers with racers. Miss Motivate can help get you to the next level. Every episode, she talks to the best racers of today and those that can get you there. She'll help you get better
Racing News
at fitness, nutrition, sports psychology, sponsorship, social media, public relations, and media training. Connect with Miss Motivate at motivatetraining.com.au. That's MOTIV8 training.com.au. And now, to help get you to the next level, Miss Motivate herself, Belinda Risley.
Hi crew, welcome to episode 136 of the Motorsport Coaching Podcast, Season 4. I am your host, Belinda Risley, and today, team, we are kicking off the new year with, goal setting. Have you done your vision board? Have you already set out your goals for 2023? Do you know why it is important to actually goal set at the beginning of the year, or actually any time of the year? And find out why in today's episode. There's also a workbook that goes alongside today's episode. So go to today's show notes and download that workbook to work forward to. And of course, if you're needing any support with your off-track development, you can get in contact with us at win@motivatetraining.com.au. In 2023, we've got lots of things happening online at the Motivate Training Academy. In the month of February, January. In the month of January, team, in our motorsport sponsorship free group, we're looking at sponsorship. So if you're needing some assistance in gaining sponsors for 2023 or maintaining them, head over to that free Facebook group. The link also will be in today's show notes. And we do also have our free motorsport fitness group where we do focus more on fitness, nutrition and mindset. Again, that link will be in today's show notes. We've got a sponsorship workshop coming up at the end of this month, Wednesday the 23rd of January, where we'll be focusing on sponsorship strategy. So now that you've successfully been able to obtain these sponsors, you need to put a plan into place to how you're going to maintain them and help them with activations and to basically all of those KPIs that you've put into place, how you're going to make them come to fruition. All right, team, well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Part of today's episode is actually developing a vision board or developing your mantra or the word for the year, because we'd love to see it. So once you finish those, please do email them across to us and we can hopefully keep you accountable. Take care and we'll see you guys next week.
Hi guys, Happy New Year. Hope everyone had a fantastic festive break. Is well rested and is all set for 2023. I'm just going to jump in and do a quick session today around about mindset, vision work and goal setting for 2023. Last week I just put out a workbook which I'll upload today after this presentation, and I just thought I'd go through the workbook and give you some more insights around about how to actually use that workbook. So as mentioned, goal setting for 2023, it's all about failing to plan is planning to fail. So we know motorsport is a business, and however we plan our on-track work, getting our cart ready, getting our engine rebuilt, we also need to be working on the off-track development side as well. So the importance of having goals put into place is obviously to help keep you focused, but also from a learning perspective as well. So page 1 of this workbook is basically just sitting down and reflecting. To work through the whole workbook, I do recommend that you allocate maybe just 15 to 20 minutes to work through it. And of course, this is a documentation that you can refer back to at any time. So first thing first, you're going to sit down and just think about your year in review. A great tip is to also utilize your social media and also from your photographs as well, and go through and put through what was your highlights for your racing career, how did they come about, how are you feeling, what was the weekend about, was it sunny, was it raining, was it a brand new track, was it a brand new go-kart, was there a new superstition that came in that you got brand new socks or gloves or something to make it really exciting, and then of course go through the lowlights as well, and what did you learn from that? What happened during those lowlights? Was it a bad weekend? Was it a bad race? Was it a bad experience getting to the track? Again, was it a new track that you didn't really like? And really sit through and go why you feel this way, and what you can learn from it is really important. Then just on page number 2, we go through, well, what do you want to achieve in your racing for 2023? Is it just winning your club championship? Is it just winning the Australian Karting Championships? Or is it simply just racing every single month? So whatever really drives you, this is what you want to achieve in your racing. I would try and consider around 3 to 5 goals. And in the next page also, in this page, on page number 4, you actually can break down those goals into each month. And again, it could be something that you just want to achieve this month. So for example, for January, it could be to do personal training twice a week for the next 4 weeks. In February, it could be your first race meeting, and it could, don't just always put on the podium, okay? Because what we want to do, and this is the page that I skipped, is to actually work through the SMART module for goal setting. So if you haven't heard about SMART goal sets before, this is it, team. So when we were thinking about setting our goals for the year, we want them to be specific. So specific to what the actual overall goal is going to be. You want to be able to measure them. Is it attainable? And like, so what is the date? How long is it going to take you to attain that? Obviously, if you want to be the series champion, that's going to be obtained in the later half of the year. But what are the small steps you need to do in order to achieve that goal? Not only do you need to have great race results, as we know we need to work on our mindset. We also need to work on our nutrition as well as our physical performance. Are these goals realistic? Are you now just stepping up into a new category and thinking, okay, well, I've just won my last one and now I'm going to step into this new one and I'm going to be the champion straight away? If you are, that's fantastic. Again, love to see and to read what are those steps that you're going to put into place in order to achieve that. But obviously, if you are just stepping into a brand new category, or maybe you're just starting racing for the very first time, you need to be realistic around your goals and what you can achieve, whether it's through your own race achievement, but also maybe this goal could be around sponsorship. It could be around your social media engagement as well. So think broadly around about what motorsport is as a business and what you need to do as an athlete. So we know we need to have great PR. We know we need to be fantastic with our media work. We know we need to be having a consistent social media approach. And of course, ideally, to have some sponsors on board to help keep us on track. So when we're thinking about these goals, I want you to think about all of those other different avenues as well. And of course, there is fitness and your nutrition and your mindset, as well as that race performance as well. Got the as well's happening today, haven't I? Sorry about that, guys. And the last one is about the time frame. Okay, so we're just talking about more around about when are you going to actually hit those goals. But what I also like to see is, like, yes, we want to have those goals set, but if you don't hit them by that specific time frame, do you have a little bit of leeway for that to roll over to the next month? So for example, maybe there's a race meeting that you want to contest, and it might be rained out. So obviously, if that your goal was to achieve it in that month, and it's something outside of your control, then you need to be able to have a little bit of flexibility within those goals. So work through all these worksheets, take a couple of minutes, as I said, 15 to 20 minutes. And then once you really sit back and have a look at about, okay, well, this is my year in review. These are my learnings that I've got. This is what I need to do, or this is what ideally I want to achieve in 2023. I want you to start to think about what is your mantra for 2023, or your word, or you could have two, mantra as well as a word. So a mantra is really just a famous quote. I've seen some drivers that actually they print it off and they put it on the back of their tent. Some of them have them on t-shirts, some of them have them on the inside of their iPads or their laptops when they're looking at their data, inside their trailers. There's many ways where you can actually place these mantras for you to review every day, and it's just good for your mindset to keep yourself focused. So a mantra, as I said, is just like a one-liner, and it could be something like ask for what you want and be prepared to get it, or it's never too late to be who you might have been. Or if you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. Or I am brave, I move forwards with confidence. Let it all go, see what stays. Don't compare yourself to others. So hopefully you get the drift there. So I'd love to hear what your mantras are. So after you've gone through this workbook, please tag us into social media at MotivateT, or you can email win@motivatetraining.com.au what your mantra or your saying is for the year. Or as I said, if you prefer, you could just have a word. So this year, my word for this year for Motivate is going to be power. Okay, so everywhere I've got all these things around about power happening in my office at the moment. And every time I see something to do with power, I'm really embracing it at the moment. That word really spoke to me. I actually do have a wheel where you can work through to work out your word for the year. So if you do need any assistance about identifying that word, please just be in contact and I'll be happy to send out that wheel. And again, but this is just a word that resonates for you that is really going to help drive you. Sorry about the pun, but really keep you focused or keep you aligned with what your actual goals are. And what else do we have? Okay, and so then after you've done your self-reflection, after you worked out what your goals are going to be and you've set the timeframes for when you're going to achieve those goals, what we're going to do every month, we've worked out what words and what sayings are going to be really important for us. The next thing I love to do, and I actually did this activity with my kids last week, is to actually develop a vision board. So if you've already done one, I'd love to see it as well. So take a photo, and again, you can tag us in social medias if you're game enough, or you can simply just email it to us and we can have a look. It's also good to send it to someone to keep yourself accountable as well. So when I'm asking for these things, it is so that in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, that I can touch base with you and say, hey, how are you going with those goals? Are you on target? Is there anything that I can assist you with? So please don't hesitate to send it all back. So with the vision board, it is a fun process. We had magazines. We simply just went to Officeworks and got a piece of cardboard, some magazines. The kids had taken some photos of some computers that they wanted or a game thing that they wanted or something. And then we printed them off and we added to the board. But this is really what do you want to see happen in 2023? This is your manifestation board. So things that you're going to look at every day and go, yes, I'm going to manifest that goal in order to save enough money, for example, to buy that computer. Or maybe you want to go to a Formula One in Italy or something, whatever that goal could be. But everything that you want to achieve or everything that's important to you for 2023, it could be travel. And it definitely doesn't have to be just about motorsport. You can just have a motorsport board, but of course, this can just be in your general life as well. You might want to get married or buy a house. You probably have to give up racing to buy a house these days, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. So these are some pointers around about starting with those vision boards. And this is, again, just about how to actually pull that vision board together. Of course, on that vision board, it's fantastic to have that mantra across it or to have that word or both front and center. So it's something that you can see every single day. It could be on the back of your bedroom door. It could be in the bathroom. It could be another fantastic idea that I actually love is that if you can actually do a digital board and then you can actually have it as your phone cover, as your screen, or you can actually even print it off and have it on the back of your phone. So again, it's something that you can visualize and see every day and remind yourself, why are you going to the gym to do this? Why are you now having to eat these healthier meals or developing these new snacks? Again, just keeping you aligned with your racing goals for 2023. And there's just a little bit more. As I said, this was for an external guide that we have, but you guys are already here within the toolkit, so thanks again. If you do have any questions, please be in contact. So I'll upload this presentation as well as the workbook under psychology, under goal setting for 2023. Hopefully you will download it and get started and send it back to me, and I can review it. And again, it's pretty much just to keep you accountable. So send it over to win@motivatetraining.com.au. Just simply needs to be a photo and we can go from there. I'll also will be uploading the quarter plans so you can go through it and start to work through what is your actual direct focus working with Motivate for 2023. So for term 1, so for January, February, March, are you looking to concentrate on your fitness? Are you looking to gain more sponsors? So I'll pop that up into this week's email as well, and get that filled in, team, so you can get that personalized program done. I'm going to be here again next week answering your questions and answers. So if you do have anything, whether it's regarding your fitness program or gaining sponsors, or maybe you've set up a new social media account and you've got any questions regarding that, please be in contact, or please join me, next week. So I think I've got it down for next Wednesday, and I'll be happy to answer any of those questions. And then coming up the following Wednesday, we've got Nick Flood. He's going to come on and actually do some driver coaching, provide some tips with you. And then the last week we do have our sponsorship masterclass, which is about developing those sponsorship strategies. So team, I hope I'll see you next week or throughout the month. Again, looking forward to seeing those vision boards or those mantras, or hearing about your word. And of course you can pop it into the contents with inside the membership group. Have a fantastic day. Please stay safe, and I'll see you next week.
Get ready for the race.
Do you feel one step closer to being the next superstar behind the wheel? MotivateTraining.com.au for more. MOTIV8training.com.au.
The green flag.
Every episode gets you one step closer to the checkered flag. The Motorsport Coaching Podcast, getting you to the checkered flag faster.